Welcome back to Team FastEddy and BajaPlanet.com. Today we're going to take a look at a new product put out by DarkSoul Racing, and they are called the DarkSoul ToobZ, spelled T-O-O-B-Z. And what they are is they are a press-fit tube that will slip over your Outdrive, both the inner cups and the outer cups, to keep them from splitting, and also to reinforce them to keep them all in good shape. One of the first things that starts to happen when you get into more powerful motors or you're racing and landing a lot on throttle is that these will separate and they'll crack. There are already a couple different products on the market that address this, and basically they are welded rings that go around the Outdrives on both the inner and the outer, and they do work well. However, you do have to buy them pre-welded. There is also a kit out there, I think, that you can buy just the little rings that go around the edge and try to use some JB weld to hold it on, and we've tried those and not too satisfied with them. However, a lot of people already have their Outdrives and they really don't want to go out and buy new ones just so that they can be reinforced properly. So these are a pressed fit unit, and they will very simply go on from the back side, and you can buy either just the tubes or you can buy the kit which has the press tool in there. And basically the press tool is designed with a larger hole and a smaller hole for both the inner and the outer Outdrives, and you'll very simply just put them together like so and put them in an arbor press or a vise and press them on, which we'll do in just a minute. The units that you will be getting are going to be black in color. These are still a prototype unit that we've been testing for the last several months, and we've had them out at Glamis for the Doontoberfest and many other outings, and they hold up very, very well. You will see some knurling on here, and the knurling is meant to hold on and give your boot a better grip so that they don't slide around or on or off of the tube, and they works very well for that. And one of the real exciting features for this particular unit put out by DarkSoul is they are compatible with the Hemi boots, which you cannot use a reinforced cup with the rings that are currently available by any other company, because they're just too thick and the Hemi boots won't slide over them. So these are 100% Hemi boot compatible. Again, these are put out by DarkSoul Racing and will be available shortly at all of your wonderful hobby stores. Okay, right now we're going to show you how to properly install the DarkSoul ToobZ, which are a reinforcement tube for your Outdrives on all of your HPI Bajas. The first thing that we want to do is we want to take a look if they have been used. We want to take a look and inspect the grooves, and if they are hollowed out or have any big wear marks in them, you're probably going to want to replace them. If they're only slightly used, what we're going to want to do is check for any kind of ridge that may have built up on the outside from the dog bone pin pounding back and forth. And to take care of that, what we're going to do is get a file and very simply just drag the edge along the file until it's smooth and there are no more ridges, and it's very easy to feel whether they're there or not. Very simple to do, and it shouldn't take all that much to get it done properly. As you can see, just like so. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use some carbon choke cleaner. We're going to go ahead and spray these off and get rid of any type of oil buildup or dirt or machining grease or anything that are on here, because we are going to be using a press fit and we don't want any lubrication in there. You're also going to want to clean off the inside of the DarkSoul ToobZ so that got an itch, so that we can get rid of any type of grease that's in there. We've already done that with these units, so next thing we're going to do is drag out our arbor press, and you can either use an arbor press or you can use a large vise, whatever you have handy, in order to press these on. So we're going to go ahead and get our arbor press out here. Very simply, let's go ahead and start with one of the outers. And we're going to take, you can see that there's a relief portion and the knurls towards one end, and that is actually going to go up. We're going to go ahead and slide it over. The install tool has a large hole and a small hole. For the outers, we're going to use the larger hole, and we're going to line up the, you can see that there's a relief inside here. We're going to go ahead and line that all up so it's nice and tight and straight. We're going to go ahead and put it in our arbor press. Line everything up. Very simply press it on until it's all the way there. That's how easy they are to install. Now you can see the finished product here. They may or may not stick out a little bit depending on whether you're doing the inners or the outers. There is only one size tube, and the inners and the outers are just a little bit shorter on the drive cups. So if there's a little bit hanging off there, it's not going to get in the way. We have tested these out with all the dog bones on the market, and every single dog bone out there is compatible with them. One thing that we have found is that some of the dog bone pins are just a smidgen too long, or when you put them on they may not be exactly centered. So you're going to want to put them in there and make sure that they don't bind up in any way. And if they do, again, very simply just use your file and take off just the smallest amount on the dog bone pin until it doesn't bind. It never takes very much, and we've only run into a couple that have been that way. It was very easy. Let's go ahead and install another tube. They're pretty straightforward. You want to make sure everything's lined up nice and straight, and press it on. Going to want to make sure it's fully pressed in. Take them off, inspect it. You can see that everything is in great shape. Going to go ahead and quickly do one of the insides here. And they work the exact same way, except for you use the other end of the tool with the smaller hole. Got that all pressed on. And we're all set. Takes about 5 minutes to install everything from start to finish. Once you check them, grind on them if you have to, get them prepared, sprayed, and cleaned, and you're all set to go to run and not have to worry about splitting an outdrive. I'd like to thank you for stopping by Team FastEddy and BajaPlanet.com. Again, if you haven't been to our website, Baja Planet, stop on by. We have hundreds and hundreds of building videos and tutorials, product reviews, a wonderful friendly forum for you to get all of your questions answered. Thanks for stopping by, Team FastEddy and Baja Planet.